Hello everyone, welcome back to my course Web3 Hacking with Python. So in this video what I'm going to do is I'm going to check the pending transaction record is like this pending transaction. So all are pending, not complete yet, is pending. So okay, let's see the code in here. So it's a little bit different from the others. So because we need to import the async IO JSON Web3 library and WebSocket library from the connect, and if you are login and registering the Infra, so you also get the HTTP and WebSocket. So in here I'm going to use both HTTP to connect and WebSocket to find out the transaction record in here. So I'm using both things. So just copy a boot link here, and first thing I'm going to connect the Etherscan using HTTP and check the connection is connected or not, and also create a definition in here is using the event handler name and the pending tx. I'm using the parameter as a pending tx. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to announce the transaction and try to load the JSON in format to pending tx, the parameter, and I save the transaction into the tx hash variable. So it's a two things. One is parameter and another thing is result. So I'm going to print out all the transaction, get transaction function using and a tx variable here. This is a handler. So I'm going to create a subscribe pending tx using async definition. So I'm going to connect using the WebSocket. So you can see the await and WebSocket send, and I'm using the some arbitrary something like this code like JSON RPC 2.0 ID and method stuff. So you guys can find out those things in here. I put it in the reference session. In the side beside the code you can find out the reference, so you get the two links. So when you click and you can find out about this code, which one is using for why and everything stuff. You can read the documentation from there. I'm not going to explain about that. So I'm using the why if true. I'm using a try to find out, try to get pending th await async, wait for US dollar receive, and a timeout I paid at 15 seconds. And I'm called the event handler function to using that same parameter pending tx, and except if the keyboard interrupt the program will exit, otherwise it's pass. So in the main function I think I would run, and I'm trying to run this function in here because this function called that if connection everything stuff is success, so this function going to run, and this function called the event handler. So I'm using the main in the subscribe pending tx function. So let's run the code. Python 3 network monitoring part 2. So okay, I'm trying to stop it here, and I take this hash code to verify the thing. Just paste it and enter. Oh, it's that fast. Immediately happened a 7 second ago. So otherwise you can use other hash from the to check if transaction is complete. Oh, too fast. Just an input, not a hash file. Oh, it's success. Okay, let's run another. Oh, it's also complete 3 seconds. This one is already confirmed. When a transaction happens, just 3 seconds and the transaction is confirmed. So it just happened 8 seconds ago. So sorry, it's already if transaction is not confirmed yet, it's showing in here success, not success, they show in the pending in here. So you can see the all pending transaction record, but unfortunately we didn't saw the pending transaction because it's just too fast to happen. So it's a 3 second to confirm one transaction complete, and within 3 seconds the transaction is already confirmed. It's okay when you run, you maybe find out the pending transaction stuff, so you can monitoring the pending transactions, and also you can see just immediately happen the transaction is complete. So it's not using the method, it's just happen the transaction complete in between the seconds. So you can see that the latest transactions, all detail of the latest transactions in there. Okay, so take a rest and see you in next video. Bye bye.